everyone, this is favorite Uncle Bob back in that video, and today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Age of the Primes Topspin with Freezeout, part of the Amazon 2-pack of the Wreck and Doom with Spinster. So, before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which the video, or what else you'd like to see in the video. Now let's hope this cat here also stops flying. Alright, so on to the figures. So like I said, here we have a Topspin and Freezeout. So let's take a quick look at Freezeout real quick. So focus, thank you. Get some nice silver, sorry. If you have animals, you understand. Anyways, some nice silver for the face, if it focus, some blue for the eyes. So yeah, overall looks very good. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Jazz. I think that's just because of the visor. I don't know, maybe. But as far as articulation, we've gone over this about 50,000 times, it seems like. But we also know these guys, so, ball-jointed head, so full 360, a little bit of wiggle room as far as that goes. Arms can go up all the way, out that far. Legs move forward that far, and that is it. Knees go up, and they go down. So overall, not too shabby. So let's get on to the real meat and potatoes. Take a nap. So here we have Topspin in his Cybertronian jet. Honestly, kind of reminds me of one of the escape pods from Transformers Armada. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But anyways, let's take a quick look at the details. So there we go. Some nice silver paint right up here. Get some nice, kind of like a deep navy blue. And this cockpit is the, come on, open up. Why don't you want to open up? There we go. It is the painted transparent plastic, but it is, pretty thick. Got a little bit of flex, but other than that, it's not too, thin. So, and they did really good on the color matching, like, just to move the arm out of the way, you can see that, not too much of a difference, if any. A little bit glossier, but other than that, yeah. Get some nice gunmetal gray for the wings, some yellow right here with a little bit of blue. So, overall, not too shabby. The thrusters are not picked out in paint. Would have liked to seen that, but at the same time, it is that plastic that is unpaintable, so. And he does have the one rolling lane, or not rolling, it's not rolling landing gear. So he can just sit there if you like. Now, you can stick it, Freezeout in the cockpit if you'd like, or you can bring in his two guns that are painted in this metallic gunmetal gray, and you can combine them together to form the bathtub weapon that this does not like snapping in together whatsoever. But you get the gist. You just stick your Freezeout right here, and then you can just stick them onto the side. Because unfortunately they did not put any ports up top. Now there are those unused peg holes right there. They kind of can fit the gun, like this peg right here that is used for the jet mode storage as well. Kind of, sort of works. Kind of, sort of, not really. It worked on one of the, there we go. You can, I don't know why you'd want to, but you can if you want to. But lifting up the wings, you do have this peg hole right there, and using that peg I showed you earlier, you can have it underslung on the wings if you'd like, which is nice. So get this one plugged in, and yeah, you can have that look going on if you would like. But anyways, for size comparison, please stay standing. Here we have a G2 Sideswipe. So as far as like the car mode goes, I gotta say this is actually pretty accurate to maybe a human, give or take. This, we'll just go with, say, this accurate scale, if you're one of those scale junkies. So overall, one more I forgot to do. Here we have him with his brother. So Top Twin Twist? Yeah, Twin Twist. I always get these guys' names mixed up and want to like combine them together, you know? So I am very happy to have this set finally completed. Sorry, scratching nose off camera because cat hair. Ugh. Anyways, I'm very happy to finally have these two completed. I don't have to spend $60+ on, in my opinion, the inferior paint job. I don't know. When it's these color schemes, it just makes the bots look less generic. It works for Ultra Magnus. It doesn't work for these guys, in my opinion. Don't know what it is. So, but yeah. I would have also loved to have seen maybe some sort of like pegs under here that could plug into those two slots up there and just, have a, like a drop-off system. Like, oh, come on, brother. There you go. Drop off and fly off. But overall, not too shabby. So set him off to the side, and let's go ahead and get started on that transformation. So go ahead and remove the weapons and set them off to the side, and let's get started. So first things first, you want to go ahead and split the legs and pull them down. Sorry if you hear my cat. She is wanting to play with a spring, I think? I can't tell. Anyways, fold down the foot, fold back this panel, and there you go. So pull this down. Cat, please stop. Fold this down and flip that out. It's been a while since we've actually heard her meow. Interesting. So, anyways, unplug the waist, rotate this around, not quite yet, because I'm getting ahead of myself. So flip up the arms, flip up this the cockpit section, then you want to flip this whole piece up, but before you get too far, flip it, when you get about halfway up, you want to flip this down so that way nothing scratches. That is what I recommend doing, especially when you're going into a vehicle mode. Just pull this out and then lift this up. Just so that way you're not scratching paint off and ruining the look. Anyways, back to this. So go ahead and rotate this whole section around. Plug the waist in. Get this plugged in. There we go. Oh, and this will also snap down a little bit. Rotate around the waist. Words, yay. Okay, right, raise on up. It is late. It is 1:13. So, anyways, go ahead and open up this panel, double hinge it out, flip out this hand, and flip that panel back. Straighten, put down the arm, flip out that panel, straighten out the arm, flip out that, pull that down, and there is that. Finally, you want to take your Headmaster, fold them in half if the camera will stay focused, and let's go ahead and take a quick look at the face sculpt. So, get some nice silver and sky blue for the eyes, silver for the face. It's, nice sculpting, and it is changed from his little buddy. So, yeah, not too shabby. Now, interesting fact: when I transformed this guy and took this guy off for the first time, even the factory had him technically turned like this and head straight. Just goes to prove that I'm not crazy. I know what I'm talking about. But there you go. There you have a Topspin in robot mode. And it's a very clean robot mode. I would have liked to actually see these fold up just a little bit more and over the shoulders. But overall, not too bad. So, now, as far as articulation, the head can do a full 360, can go look down a little bit, up a little bit, shoulders on ball joint, so a full 360. You get out that far if you use just the ball joint. You can get a little bit more up if you use the transformation joints. You get a bicep rotation, double jointed elbow bend for the full bend. Unfortunately, nothing at the wrists. The wings do move forward and back. You get a waist rotation. For those of you who are really good at cheating when it comes to poses and camera angles and everything, you do get a ab crunch. I just wouldn't go too far. Might, in my opinion, might ruin it. I don't know. I'm not one of those people. So, yeah. But anyways, legs can move forward that far, back that far. And a real quick thing, the leg is molded in this same blue, painted silver, so just be a little bit careful. Don't know why they couldn't just mold it in this kind of a gray plastic, but oh well. Anyways, you get the full splits, thigh rotation, you get a 90-degree knee bend, and nothing at the feet, unfortunately. So, yeah, sucks that nothing at the feet, nothing at the wrist, but other than that, he's pretty well articulated. So, and he can hold his weapons just fine. You can combine them up to do the whole bathtub weapon, but since this one does not like staying tabbed together, you can just plug it onto or into his hands, and there you go. Now he is ready for war. But anyways, real quick size comparison wise. Here we have G2 Sideswipe, and you can see he gets pretty decent in size. So there is that. And here we have him with his brother. And I am very happy to have these guys. Like I said, I just very happy to have these guys. These color schemes just work a lot better than the blue and red, or not blue and red, blue and white and blue. On Ultra Magnus it works. These guys, it didn't. So, yeah. Overall, this is my first time handling this version of the mold, and I gotta say, it's held up pretty good. Nothing feels too tight, too loose, just right. So, yeah, definitely a recommend from me. But, yeah, overall, I think that's about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more video reviews.